We are back! How's everyone doing? We got hats forward today, for right now. So what's the word, hummingbird? What's the story, morning glory? It's back. That's right, we are back. Round two. Oh, we're back. We're back. We're in the mood today. We're in the mood to help out and to play some music, drop some cards. My hat sport. What ski house? I don't know. Is that a thrift store? And it's purple. We all need a little bit more purple in our lives. And I know you. Only you can prevent forest fires, kids. Right? So anyways, we're back. Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. You know, I once again, it was like that pure intention of just showing up. It was like, we got to do story time with Corey. It's been a while. It's been a while. So it's what's the word, hummingbird? What's the story, morning glory? If you've been a part of this before, you know that we just randomly pull cards and we see what stories want to come out. So it might resonate for you. It might be a collective story. Sometimes it's a personal story. That's embarrassing. Or is it? I love being able to have the guitar to be able to like add the nuance to the story time. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Welcome to the jungle. We're having a lot of fun right now in the aethers, in the aeons. We're just, you know, grab a waffle. Grab a waffle. Make sure the bread is warm in the oven. Enjoy creation, have a little bit of fun. We're gonna get a little silly. We're in that mode. We don't know exactly what's gonna show up when we hit live, but we hit live and we just start doing. So, Mr. Rogers is back in the neighborhood. Did I do that right? Let's go. There we go. Guys speaking, she knows. Thank you. All right, welcome in. Welcome to the journey. We're gonna pull some cards, see what stories come up if the wind doesn't blow them away. We've got caffeine, we got pickles, we got waffles, we got some joy. We've got love, we've got lava, we've got Care Bears, we've got Jolly Ranchers. Do you have Jolly Ranchers? You should get more Jolly Ranchers in your life. All right. Happy Mother's Day again. Happy Mother's Day again to everyone. Where are you? Okay, Wisdom Keeper, you're going there. Angel, sweet Angel, you're going there. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and see where we're going with story time with Corey. Do you have anything else in the magical bag in the weights? No? 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 Okay. Alright. So we're just gonna flow, see what stories come up. So thank you guys if you're here. Tap in the chat. You can say hi. We don't bite. We don't bite. So we're gonna start out with Moonology, I think. I think Moonology is a good place to start here. Go old school with the stories. So we're just gonna kind of go through and just share some stories, some collective reads, some collective feels. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Matthew. How's it going, brother? I hope the bracelet got to you. Hope the bracelet got to you. We made a new one. I worked with opalite the other day. Made this opalite bracelet to help me calm down and to soothe. So what's the story? What's the story? Normally I'll have my dice out. I couldn't find my dice in enough time to see what's going on. We're just gonna kind of play with general themes here. See what's coming forward. Thank you guys for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Be sure to love on that like button, to love on that subscribe button, and if the readings resonate, click subscribe, whatever you gotta do, donate. We love you. We love you. We're just having a magical day. Magical day. So what's the first story? What's the first story coming to a head right now? Better than coming to a tail. Well, a tail is a story, isn't it? Oh God. So it'd make more sense that it would come to a tail than it would a head. It's gonna be one of those days. Thank you. I know it takes a while to shuffle. We got a code. We got to live by that code. The living light code. What's the story? What's the first story? Whew. What's the first story? Surrender to the divine. Ooh. So there is someone who might be showing some resistance to their guidance, showing resistance to their purpose, their pathway or mission. We're looking at someone that needs to come into a place of surrender. Yeah, look at the bigger picture. You know, the thing is that when it comes to this, there might be certain actions or belief systems that you want to keep engaging in, but in the long run, is it sustainable for you, to you, by you? Hi, Linda. Hey, sweetie. So it's about surrendering to the divine and looking at the bigger picture. There might be something that you have a micro perspective on, and you need the macro perspective to gain clarity as to why you're supposed to be doing what you're doing. I want to state it's a part of your pathway to complete this part of your process, even though you might not want to. But it's going to take a lot of this divine surrender to come forward and through with whatever project or purpose this is in regards to, okay? So good to see Linda in here. Oh, Linda, I love you. I love you. So the story is, we've got a place of surrendering to this bigger picture. I feel like getting one more card. Yeah, nothing is yet set in stone. See, the thing is that fixed states of consciousness, right? If you've been experimenting with different belief systems, different patterns, different routines, right? It's like you can't hold on to a tiamba. Can't hold on to a certain one way of thinking or being or direction. This is very much so a place of dissolving expectation. When you hold on too strongly to an outcome or to a situation, right, and you keep falling short of that goal, there might be something that is achievable within your range, that is a miracle that's opening up for you, but you gotta let go. This is about honoring flow. So what we're seeing is an ignition point of someone really finding freedom, but you gotta let go of control to embody that freedom and to harness what the power of that is. Yeah, Mutable Moon. This is someone this might even be a very much so a fixed sign. You might be a fixed sun sign or a fixed moon sign. Very logically focused, I will state that. And having a difficulty in opening up to what this flow is. For you, I want to state whoever this is, get near water. Water is going to be a very good source of opening up to new flow for you. Right? Because this does require resilience. You might have gone through a lot of stuff in your life where you're very fixed and rigid in what you do, right? But if things are staying the same, what is it? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. But here we are, someone that needs to let go of expectation fully. Gotta let go of the expectation. So let's get some clarity through tarot here. Yeah, we've got full moon, mutable moon. We've got full moon in Sag. So you might have Sag placements, which would make sense with the ignition point of freedom, right? So if you've got Sag placements, you might be really craving that freedom, but don't know how to get to it. There's something that the universe wants to gift you right now, but you got to open up to a different experience and a different expression. It's a new eyes, new insight, new reality, new theme, new tone, new hue, new music, new song, new dance. But I understand that letting go of that old routine sometimes feel uncomfortable, but this is the walk into the unknown. But also gift yourself the opportunity to let go of expectation, because when you let go of expectation, you're opening up to miracles and magic. You're opening up to divine opportunity. Divine will, yes, divine will is the key here. So what's the story here? Yeah, I keep hearing new expression. There's a new version of you that wants to come out, wants to explore. We're getting a little wiggly. Wiggle worm. Wiggle worm. While you work. Ah, the moon. See, there we go. That's the unknown. So clouding the reading, we're seeing it's the unknown. It's a different experience. This is the mysteries of life, the mysteries of the journey. Can you settle into the unknown and surrender to that space, right? It's like there's a doorway of opportunity that's opening up for you and aligning right now, but you got to walk through the door. And questioning self is normal. The unknown is a normal. When we get familiar with the unfamiliar, we get comfortable in the universe radically shifting our reality in a space and place for ourselves that gives us an opportunity for a new experience. So you're someone who's calling in new, but the mystery, this is where the magic comes alive, is in the unknown. It's in the unknown, yeah. It's a place of peace. Coming to a place of peace with the unknown. Knowing that as long as you make peace that you don't know what's coming around every single corner, the more you let go of the control, right? So yeah, this is a lot of dream time processing. This right here, we've got two signals of the bed here. This might be someone who's frozen in time, frozen in a belief system, sleeping a lot, worrying a lot. Yeah, there's a pattern or a routine you need to break with the Knight of Pentacles. It's wanting to get out of this situation, but not quite knowing how to. But the universe is delivering you answers, you just gotta let go. And I wanna say this is for you, this doesn't have to be a quick journey. This is slow and steady wins the race. The Knight of Pentacles being the slowest knight, it really is about that steady momentum moving forward, right? But letting go of expectation and gifting yourself a new experience. Yeah, Queen of Wands and the Hierophant. It's really to know who you are within that space of courage. You've got some tradition you need to break down in your life. There's some sort of tradition that's keeping you stuck. And as a result, the Earth Goddess is kind of like coming through, trying to reactivate your magic, your courage, your bravery, to be able to propel forward within your own creations. This almost feels like an internal battle between, if we want to say it's the witch and the crone and the priest. So there are polarities that are coming into balance here. Two versions aren't getting along. And as a result, it's creating a stagnation, what we would call a cross purpose, right? This is a catch-22. But the catch-22 is also, what is the experience gifting you? Because this is the unknown. This is the fact that right now, you're stepping into a phase of your journey where nothing is set in stone. It's like, so when we're about to make a leap or a jump onto a pathway, what will happen is the pathway is already divinely aligned, but as you take a step, a building block approaches before you. So sometimes we have everything set in motion, okay? So let's use an example here. Like, okay, let's say I'm traveling from California to New Mexico, okay? So I know that I hop on the 8, I hop on the 8 East and I go as far as I can. And, in so many stops, I need this much gas and this much money, whatever it is. If you're seeking approval in what you're doing, you need to prove of it of yourself and not worry about what other people think of you, right? But also to note that every step that you take forward in your pathway, you're going to build more and more confidence. You're going to build more and more self-esteem. You're going to feel more sure and get more comfortable in the unknown. But it's up to you to start taking that initiation into walking this pathway and surrender. Surrender to the fact that you're going to be taken care of on the journey. Surrender to the fact that you might have expectations that are really ruining your reality right now, and really stepping forward into what this magic means for you. So it's going to be really important to open up to this flow and to paint yourself a new picture. And when you make this decision, that call, when you've been feeling that clarion call, right? There's a reason why you're feeling that call. There's a quantum effect. Even when it comes to movement and moving, you're shifting the grids. Anytime someone changes a nodal point on the grids change. The geometry changes. The codes change. It shifts. It opens up. You making a choice, this is the butterfly effect. Every decision you make ripples outward for eternity. And so for you to step up and to step forward and to end this fight with self, okay? To end this fight with self, you're going to start coming forward into a whole new level of magic and miracle for you based upon your experience and your expression. But it's about getting comfortable with the unknown. I know what it's like being down in these kind of energies where you're just laying down all day, just sleeping. Some of you might be actually, whoever this is for, you might be getting your answers in dream time. And it feels like the momentum is slow, but slow and steady wins the race. Back to Aesop's fable, slow and steady wins the race. The universe just wants to see you courageous enough to stand at your throne, to know who you are, and to take your power back from tradition, to be your own internal counselor, to be your own guide. Okay. There is a higher calling for you here, but you got to step forward into this unknown. And I've done this before too, where I step into the unknown and I fight myself the entire time. And it was a part of my journey where I had to find the courage to make peace with who I am. Especially if it comes to a war between magic and religiosity within, or magic and tradition. The rules that you have built within you are meant to be broken. And that's what the moon magic is bringing you. Hi, Genevieve. Have an awesome week. So either way, you're here to break free of your tradition. You're here to break free of your tradition. And your concerns, they will wash away on the journey. A lot of the reason we need to step into motion and step into the unknown is that we're facing our fears. We face our concerns. We face our worries. We face our challenges. And when we face our challenges, we're able to transcend those belief systems and to really awaken to who we are and why we went through what we went through. This is a very reflective experience for you. What you're stepping forward into now is a reflective experience for you to disengage with old thought forms, with old structures, and to awaken to what's new from within, and to bring peace to versions of you right now. But you got to trust your magic. And these two versions of you are marrying through this experience to come into a place of oneness and balance. But you don't have to fight who you are anymore, and you don't have to fight yourself. You're beautiful. And all of this coming together into oneness is for you to open up a new opportunity and to trust the magic that you've built into your reality. Okay? Alrighty. Senda para estendo ustunga ashima. And at the end. Cool. Cool little story. That's very much so Into the Unknown. Okay, man. How's everyone doing? Let's check the chats. I am the turtle. Yes. Yes. Turtle in a half shell. Turtle power. Gotta love being the turtle. I'm the turtle too. I'm the Desert Tortoise, actually. That was a gift. That was a name that was given to me by my sister Julie. She's like, you're a Desert Tortoise. This walk was supposed to be 40 days and 40 nights, and I stayed for 2 years. They walked the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. I'll stay for 730 days. Overtime. Do we get bonus points at the end for staying overtime? No one ever got bonus points for staying too long. Graduating class of 2070. Corey, you stayed way too long. Did I get bonus points or bonus badges? No. You just look like a fool. Maybe you should have surrendered a little bit more. Maybe you need to shut the hell up. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. The internal babble. Anyway. How's everyone feeling today? Linda, happy Mother's Day. Linda's a mom. Can all the moms gather around and can we get a group energy hug where we're still maintaining autonomy and safe space? So how about we all just like hug ourselves, even if you're not a mother or you're a divine mother within, just give yourself a big old hug, big old pat on the back, right? Yeah, we don't want to share energy in here. Like come on guys. Source yourself. I empower you to source yourself. All right. But group hugs, group love. Next story. By the way, Peter Piper did pick peppers. When was the last time you pickled your peppers? Oh, God. No innuendos in this journey. Okay, no innuendos. My dad used to say, once a pickle, always a pickle, Corey. Once a pickle, always a pickle. You dip a cucumber in brine, you become a pickle. There's no going back. That's why we don't go to mystery school. Just kidding. Once a pickle, always a pickle. I really want a pickle right now. Huh? What's up, Peter? I think we just confused Peter. What's the story? What's the word, hummingbird? What's the word, hummingbird? What's the story? A new romantic cycle begins. Ew! Nothing is yet set in stone. Oh. Nothing will come of this situation. Ooh. All right, so there's a new romantic cycle that's opening up for someone. This looks like a stalemate, but it requires you to step out of the stalemate. So if you feel like you're like knocking on heaven's door, but heaven's door ain't opening up, there's a new door. But there's once again, this is that flow card. This is that divine surrender. We've got new moon in Libra, mutable moon, and void of course moon. So you might be a Libran. Something in your situation right now, it's just like Groundhog's Day. Or right now you might have been putting into a lot of effort into getting something done, achieving a goal, reaching your maximum potential. It might be in regards to family and friends. It might be living situation. I don't know. Either way, it's saying nothing's going to come of it. But I don't want you to I don't want you to let go of hope here, because there is a new romantic cycle beginning, which means that there might be new romance in the air, new love, new passion. Either way, this is a muse for you in your reality to create something new. So it almost feels like this is a dissolution of stagnation from your environmental factors to gift yourself a new opportunity. And a part of nothing is yet set in stone is also the magic of opportunity, that you're creating this experience in now moment. This is very, especially with Void of Course Moon, I feel like you've got a fresh canvas and you're the one that's now painting in the details of this. Like, you've got all the paints, you've got all the accessories, and it's like, how do we bring this all together? Either way, the things that aren't coming of this situation, there's hope within this new romantic cycle, because I feel like, once again, it's a muse to create new opportunity. Because once again, sometimes we need motivation and direction. So this might be a creation point of motivation and direction for you to feel sparked, to feel admired, to feel desired, which sometimes can bring in a lot of creative life force and creative energy that gives us new abilities and new confidence to go and achieve in a new way. So there's like some doors that are just kind of staying the same, that aren't meant to walk through, but there is this new door opening up for you and it's giving you hope. But a lot of this is letting go, once again, letting go of expectation. All right, so I want to invite whoever individual this is, let go of expectation, because nothing is set in stone. Which means that your experience is gonna vary based upon how you're calculating your environment, codes, templates, the belief systems you hold, which is cool, because then you're not sitting on a fixed pathway. You're actually molding and muting the environment and transmuting the density from the experience as you're walking. So you are the one that is affecting the reality. And I feel like you're recognizing this, that you have an effect on your own reality. And now that you're at the director of you're the director of the show, you're at the stage, you're the one that's rearranging these pieces, it's ownership of that. You can give yourself a new opportunity and a new experience here and now. And either way, this new moon in Libra energy means that there is something that is coming into balance in your own life in regards to romance and love. So for you, this might be that you've got a new partner or a new boyfriend, or things are reigniting in a new way. There's an evolution of you and a new chapter is opening, but you also need to let go of what these stale and old chapters are. Because if there's nothing that's going to come of whatever situation this is, especially if it's at home or it's work or it's environmental factors, it's about letting that go and allowing this new evolutionary state of you in the form of self-love to completely write in a new chapter in your story. So you're being gifted an opportunity to write a whole new version of you and a whole new experience. New experience, new expression. All right, so we're gonna go to tarot. What's the story here? What's the story? A one, a two, a three. That owl was an asshole. Alex would agree with that. The owl was an asshole. He ate the lollipop. The owl ate the kid's lollipop. I think he's lost his marbles. Give a little bit. Give a little bit of your life to me. Supertramp. Give a little bit. Give a little bit of your love to me. Ooh. Arguments. 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 Discord. Ooh. Okay. Someone's been wearing a backwards hat. Okay. Someone's been, yeah, this is like conflict in your environment or within self. I mean, any conflict within your environment is held within self, so take an opportunity to know that, but we're looking at conflict. All right, 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords, right? This is a lot of worrying that the past is gonna make the future. This is that, once again, set in stone. Nothing's set in stone. There's some old chapters that are coming into this now moment that are creating some sort of worry. Especially in regards to whatever this paladin is. So this this light warrior. I'm so sorry. It's not funny. But you're a light warrior. And you're worrying a little bit too much. Understandable. This is reminding you that you're the one that is pioneering and blazing the pathway. So with your salamander spirit on, blazing the good old dusty trail, get out your scepter and worry no more, sweetheart. You're the one blazing your pathway home. But the thing is that there's a space of indecision in regarding to the home. Where do I go? Do I go there? Does he come here? Do I get a new home? What do I do here? Gotta make a decision. There are some old belief systems that are stepping into the now moment that are creating worries. I've been down this trail before. I know where it leads. Oh no, dear one. Oh no, you haven't. This is that inner conflict. So there is some distortion that's coming through because you're like, I've gone down this pathway before. I know where it ends. Well, yeah, based upon the belief systems you held, that's why nothing's going to come of that situation. Because you're looping into an old theme and an old pattern. You're looking backwards, walking forwards. And as a result, yeah, the worries are going to come up, but the more that you recognize that you're blazing this trail, you're going to blaze it anew, but it's in regards to your home. Okay, so the space of indecision, the space of not knowing, whatever you're not seeing is in regards to your home. It's about getting very real with yourself and getting with your environmental factors. Look at where you're still where there's arguments or where you have an argumentative approach, where you might be a little bit like, you know? I know, we might be having buffering issues, I'm hearing it. Either way, this is someone who's got a little bit of like, you might be a hockey player. You might like to get the shoulder down as you're blazing ahead, but like, you've got the magic, you've got the scepter here. You're the salamander spirit with the cloak. You're blazing the trail with magic. So when you're blazing the trail with magic, you don't need to get that brute force. You know, you don't got to tuck and weave. This is a new pathway for you. But there's something that's not being seen in regards to your home life. Because that which you celebrate is celebrating you. And you might not see that or feel that. Because of things that have happened in the past. There's something that occurred in the past that that you're not seeing right now, that which you celebrate is celebrating you. It's calling you home. This is our cross purpose. 2 incongruent truths, another catch-22 that's creating the stalemate. But you don't have to close off your heart to this experience anymore. There's something opening up for you now, but you gotta drop the battle within and the fight with your reality. You've got to choose to let go. Because this place of standstill, you've turned your back to a lot of opportunities. Because there's something that you didn't want to see about your situation. That these old belief systems have been tracking into this now moment. And as a result, your worries can come to an end. there is someone showing up. The paladin is showing up with the scepter saying, it's a little white knight energy here. We've got you. Don't worry. We're going to blaze the trail ahead. But understanding that past situations have been affecting you, we now are gifted the opportunity to let go of those past belief systems and to write in a new story. There is a new romantic tale beginning. Your white knight or your knight in shining armor or knight in shining magic is here, and he's got his wand in his hand. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's got his wand in his hand. Either way, there's something that you gotta let go of. There's a guard that needs to be dropped, because right now, this journey that is celebrating you, you're celebrating as well. But these old things are getting in the way. So it really is about this fiery ignition point on your pathway to ignite a new purpose for yourself, to accelerate you into a completely different belief system of a space where you don't have to worry and you don't have to argue or fight. I want to say the battle is over. But you've got to drop your guard and let this in. This has got some Rapunzel energy with a little bit of like, you're hitting this soulmate because like, you're in castle, there's the moat, and you've got like the guards up, right? You're like, nope, we're not letting them in, we're not letting them in, we're not letting them in. Understandably so. You might have been hurt in the past. You don't want to let these people in, or this person in, or this situation in. But either way, this is very much saying, come on home. Drop the guard, come on home, let it go. Lose your defenses, lose the quarrel, lose the discord, and come to a place of peace, because there's a new foundation being prepared for you here and now, but you've got to let this go. And with the Knight of Wands, this is a space of action. So you do have to take some sort of action in this journey. With all this Swords energy, I feel like we are speaking to an air sign, someone who's got a lot of logic here. But the power of this magic is within creation, it's within the energy of fire. You're not going to be able to think yourself out of this situation. You can shift your belief systems and take action from these new belief systems. But you cannot think your way into this. You got to do your way into this. So be like Nike and just do it. I love you. I love you. But either way, this space of home that you are now representing for the future of you and for the future of humanity doesn't need this energy in it. It makes me think of the song Peace in This House. And it's noting that there might have been a home environment for you where there's been a lot of discord or a lot of quarreling, a lot of back and forth, maybe some narcissistic tendencies, maybe some victim patterning, loss of control. And this new home for you, this new identity, this new you requires a whole new blazing of a whole new pathway. So it's about surrendering this and opening up to this new flow and dropping the guards, dropping the battle, and really gifting yourself this new pathway, because you are pioneering this new pathway. And it's a pathway of magic, but it's about trusting that magic again, because there might have been a suppression of magic in the past for you. This isn't brute force to get this done anymore. I know you've been met with opposition and you've met with battle on many different standpoints of your journey, but you don't have to fight who you are. This is really coming back into a place of love here, because the Knight of Wands is the Knight of Magic. So this isn't blasting your way through with that shoulder down, right? This is about pressing forward with love and with magic and with pure creative spark. For whoever this is, it's time to get your salamander on. Get a little freaky with the salamander and go blaze that new pathway, because there's something opening up for you, and it is to be celebrated, because as you are celebrating this journey, it's celebrating you. So welcome home. Welcome home. We get a little teary-eyed. I was a little emotional. Misty eyes are good for the soul. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How's everyone doing? Sendo barro, stunga. How are we doing over here? Awesome. Cool. Can everyone hear me okay? Out in Wonderland. How we doing? I bring mine. Hear you. We see you. We see you, Willow Pillow. We see you. Oh, I don't have sage. Alrighty. So we'll do a couple more stories. I think we're gonna flip out Moonology. We're gonna flip out Smith Waite, and we're gonna go to Wisdom and Rider. We'll go to Wisdom and Rider for a little bit. See what's going on. What's the story? What's the story? Onda barra kistura kaku nufanda rinjikunduwa. Alright, so what's the next story coming up? Everyone, what's your favorite color? Let's get some community engagement. What's your favorite color? Or where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? If these readings resonate or help you at all, please feel free to love on the like button, click subscribe, send a donation. And if you guys want personal readings or one-on-one sessions, go to my website, foundersoflight.com. Idaho in the house. Nice. Gold and silver in Canada. Maine. That's right. Maine. Very cool. We're in Arizona. I lost track. Corey can't count anymore. Let's see here. What's the story coming up for us? Flexible. A lot of flow. Higher power. Deep knowing. Come to the edge. Come to the edge. Crowning the oracle part of the reading. Which means that there's something that's really trying to push you a little bit. This is someone who's being a little bit pressed. With flexible, higher power, and deep knowing, once again, this is that flow. There's a lot of this water energy showing up today, and so I do see this as a theme of remaining flexible in all that we do. Some of you, yoga is going to connect you with your higher self, higher power, your trust. There's something that within you, you know you need to do, and the universe right now has really been pushing you to the edge to get this done. We're looking at something in regards to creation. Some of you might be getting into some womb work, because I see this orange egg right here with the face in it. Someone's very much so tapping into their femininity here. This womb work is helping to engage a new fertility and a new growth within you, and as a result, there's a physical expression of this. So for you, some of you might be yoga and dance is going to help to physicalize whatever it is that you're embodying here and now, which is the higher self. There is a new foundation opening up for you right now, but the universe wants you to let go, because there is some sort of cycle that's closing, and the flexibility is going to gift you a new opportunity to close out this cycle. You know about this too. You know this is coming up. I feel like you're feeling this ending coming, or this closure. Maybe it's an expansion of your environment, because with Come to the Edge, I see how small this platform is, or this rock that she's walking on. For some of you, this might be a new home. It might be actually growing your container or growing your experience. We're seeing a dissolution of limitations from life. So this might be in regards to home or office, like you need a bigger space. It's like you're outgrowing your garden, you know? It's like when you transplant a tree, or you transplant, you have to get into a bigger pot. And you know this. You know that this is happening. You know that it's time for expansion of experience for you. Because every time that you get pushed to your limits, you know you're breaking down a limitation, but now there's a physicalization that's accruing right now for you. So it's no longer the etheric knowing, it's about how do I ground this in. And that's why the dance, that's why the yoga is really important, because there's something you're stretching into. Does that make sense? So when we become more flexible in body, we become more flexible within our consciousness, and we dissolve a lot of limitations. We open up to flow. So I'm seeing dance is going to be very important. Dance and yoga is going to be important, because there's something that you are physicalizing here and now. You know you're physicalizing this. And as a result, you're coming to a completion of some sort of chapter, because we have 19 here, which is speaking of cycles, 36, which is a 9. We're looking at that ending. But then we've got 2 4s here, and that 44 is speaking of the foundations, a new foundation for self. So there is something that you're fitting into, but you're supposed to leave your old environment to walk into this newness. So this is about allowing yourself to step into a bigger container, a bigger world, a bigger home, a bigger vehicle, whatever it is. There is a physical manifestation of this expansion that you're feeling, because you're dissolving a lot of restrictions and constrictions. So the confines of your reality are leaving here and now, because you're meant to open up into a bigger experience. Okay? Bigger experience. All right. So what's the story? Let's get some tarot cards to get some reality checks going. Oh yeah, see, there's a gift, there's a perspective, there's a gift here. Are you seeing the gift? There's a gift here. Yeah, someone's fearing karma. Someone right now is really worried about karma. As a result, it's creating a stagnancy. It's creating that space of not being able to make a decision because you've been abandoned in the past. Yeah, this is someone that's been let down by the government or the justice system with the Hierophant here and the Justice card. This is definitely someone who's been like helped out by the government a lot, or the political system, or churches. This is a lot of systemic stuff right here. Whatever was going on for you, it's time for you to express your freedom. You know you need to step out of these systems. I want to say I know what it's like, especially if you've dealt with homelessness, especially if you've been let down by the systems. Everything in this universe is about balance. What you ping pongs back. Everything's reciprocal. It's an infinity loop. You don't have to fear universal balance. If you're worried about stepping out on your own, I understand why, because you might have to go at it alone for a little while. This is a lot of pressure because you're losing a foundation and gaining a new one. When you're walking away from a third dimensional system like this, or you're walking away from any form of system, to trust that the universe is going to hold you and love you, I want to let you know I know what that feeling's like. You know that your time has come to an end. When it comes to being supported by whatever this is, there's something that's awakening for you. It's really interesting how experience itself creates these fears of illusions and fears of lies, of like karma, fearing karma. As a result, I will state for some of you are like, this is in regards to home, and you don't know whether or not to go ask for assistance from a system or whether to do this on your own. I've gone through this before, okay? I've gone through this before. And sometimes the easier road isn't the most supportive road. Sometimes the longer pathway is what we need to step into because we're really in the embarking of our freedom. There is a gift from this experience, though. The universe is trying to bring you a gift right now, but I don't think you're able to see the perspective. Your clarity is going to come through celebration. Your clarity is going to come through celebration. Because this is very unclear. This is very unsure. It's like, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I stay the same? Do I move? What do I do? Your clarity is going to come through celebrating. It's going to come through enjoying life again. Because this is really very much so someone who's walked through a system or walked through prison or who's walked through hell. And as a result has gained a lot of inner counseling. Like, this is someone who basically walked through a system and came out a counselor. But your clarity comes through joy. Whatever culminative experience that you've had, you've definitely come out a lot wiser than intended, okay? A lot wiser. You don't have to fear karma, though, anymore. You got to take your power back from karma, from the ideology of karma, because tradition is getting in the way. Once again, rule books. Time to close out the rule books. Create new chapters. Celebrate. Your clarity comes through joy, and joy with other people. This is the end of the lone wolf, and the support that you need can come from your family and friends and tribe. Yeah. Communicating to other people. You gotta talk to other people. You gotta communicate to other people. I find that for you, whatever it is that you're calling forward, when you're in your joy, you call it forward quicker. Especially if you've been bored. If there's been stagnation, it's about switching up things because it's going to really accelerate your life path. Some of you might need to like go to a bar, go dancing, go to a club or something, go lighten up a little bit. This is like your green light to go have fun. Please be responsible. You guys don't need substances to have fun, but I'm someone who does things a little bit backwards in my life. Been through it, and I've seen this actually help a lot of people to loosen up. There is a new journey that's opening up for you right now. But as a result, there's an old identity of self that needs to go. The one that's portrayed as abandoned or lost or broken. Your experience gifted you a lot of this divine priest. Your experience activated a higher level of internal counseling. Knowing about balance. And as a result, your clarity, though, it comes when you're having fun. And that's going to be the key here, is about having fun. And this might be why that flexibility within the yoga and the dance was so apparent, is dancing for you. There's something that comes through for you. It's going to help to remove this stuck or stale energy. There's something built up within you that's leaving. And it's the part of you that's separated from, because you're now unifying from within and discovering what this internal counselor is. Someone in here might also be thinking of going and talking to a therapist. Trust your own inner knowing. Okay, trust your own inner knowing. And remember, celebration is okay. It's okay to celebrate. It's okay to party. It's okay to have fun. There's a gift that the universe is trying to give you right now, but you gotta lighten up a little bit. This is definitely someone who's gone through like a lot of disaster in their life. In my eyes, this is someone who's gone through a lot of disaster, and as a result, there's been a lot that's happened to you. It's pushed you to the edge. But as a result, it's opened you up to flexibility. It's activated that trust and that faith in Christ or in God or in Source. And it's activated a higher level of wisdom from within you. And as a result, it's now time for you to really counsel yourself out of this situation. And to know that you're bringing balance into polarity in all that you do, and you don't need to fear karma. Everything is working in your favor from here on out. But you gotta believe it, okay? Gotta believe it. Woo! Shake that one off. Thank you, Crystalline Winds. Sendu Akbera. How are we all doing out there? Sendu Barra. How are we doing? Yes, yes, yes. Yes. All right, let's take a moment to just rest and pause, integrate the lessons from those stories. Oh, man. Dendu vara shendur. A lot unfolding. A lot unfolding. You know, even in my own life, I'll state that there's a lot unfolding. A lot unfolding. Brief intermission to shift some things out with some beautiful music. Alrighty. So now that we reset. We're gonna get back to some messages. Get back to some polls. Get back to some cards. Alright, we're gonna go back to Moonology. I feel like there's a lot more clarity with Moonology right now. Moonology, and we're going to get back to Smith-Waite. Smith-Waite has been having some good ones today. All right, so let's see. We're gonna call forward another story. What's the word, hummingbird? What's the story, morning glory? Whether this is collective, individual, what wants to come up forward? the story? What do you need to release? Emotions are running high. Bring love into the situation. So we're looking at right now, there's something that's being asked to be let go of within this individual, within this collective, within this group, because emotions are running really high. This feels like a very triggery situation, one that's very, you know, I want to say there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of passion, but it's gotten a little discordant. There's a lot of passion here. When things are running like this elevated in frequency, this is also a lot of tension. So there might be something that's really, this is a very explosive energy, and really love is what is needed right now. But it's also too, when it comes to this level of release, it feels like it's an emotional release. So rather than staying within the realms of anger, admission of hurt. Right? Because I feel like a lot of discordant frequencies and a lot of pain keeps moving through until we actually can admit to ourselves that we're hurt, or tell the other person or party that we're hurt in this situation. Because what I see is like anger, 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 fight, 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 fight. But the thing is there's someone here who might not want to surrender and state that, hey, I'm hurt, or I feel vulnerable, or I'm feeling like this lesson is done and I don't want to have this experience anymore. This is a lot of fiery energy, and this is where we really need that watery essence to come in to like tone down things. But also too is this requires a prayer of love. So whoever this is, my pure heart intention for you is that we bring in a whole lot of love into this situation for you, so you can find peace and you can settle in and relax, because this is really an amplified state here. And it's bringing a lot to the table for you. Okay. So my prayer for you and my hope for you, whoever this situation is that we call in, forward, and through the purest form of love and sovereignty into that space. Hi, Colleen. Hi, sweetie. I love this sweatshirt too. Thank you. So what's the story? Let's see. Let's get some clarity here. So we're going to call forward clarity. Death card just came out. There's something transforming for you. So we just got the death as the popper. There is something transforming. And not a physical death. This is a transformation. Dandera kungu. Yeah, it's really about, this might have to do with something with the kids. This might be parents fighting over the kids. Either way, there's something about this situation. This might be a partnership where it's really getting back to the space of divine innocence and connecting at the child. Yeah, not sure what to do. Two of Pentacles. Not sure what to do. Two of Wands, not sure which direction to go. either way, I feel like walking away and walking in your victory is what's going to help to bring light or levity to this situation, especially in regards to your relationship. This feels like a relationship that just got a little distorted and a little nasty, and now it's asked that that you connect at the space of the child. This might be a past life connection for some people. Either way, it's like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know which direction to go. I don't know which pathway to choose. Either way, it's embodying that victory and knowing that the war is already won, that you're going to come out better than you did in the past. Yeah. Okay. Make sure you're not communicating from a space of fear. All right. Make sure you're not communicating from a space of fear, because sometimes the eight of wands is a fast-moving energy, and it's an acceleration, but it's also too, this will speak of communication. So I feel like that if you're communicating from a space of fear, that's when things get explosive, and we really have to communicate from a space of love. Because if there's indecision or an inability to make a direction, you don't want to direct from a place of fear. You want to focus from a place of love and connect from a space of inner child. Some of you might have very controlling communications. I want to state that. This is like that Mercury-Saturn energy. Is that sometimes maybe the way that you communicate is a little controlling or a little cutting. Either way, this war is won. You're walking victorious. And the choice point and the decision on the pathway or the direction moving forward, it's requiring you to make this walk with other people victorious. Whatever you've gone through, though, there's something that's purifying from you. It's you becoming conscious of your unconsciousness. This is very much so speaking of mindful communications from here on out. Ooh. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You're being rewarded by walking away and choosing a new pathway. You're receiving a lot of newness here from the divine. Like, the hands of the divine are peeking through the veils and are giving you miracles. They're giving you a lot of newness here. But I feel like you got to walk away from an old way of doing or an old way of communicating. Two aces showing up like this, it's like you walking away, taking the higher road, is bringing you gifts. You're very, very much so blessed right now. But the other reason why things are so explosive is because there's a lot of quick moving energies that are shifting out your unconsciousness. This is very much so kind of like the universe is zeroing in on your own shadow, your own fear. And it's doing that by just surrounding you in a lot of love. A lot of love, a lot of downloads, a lot of insight. You're very much so purifying your connection to come back to the inner child, to connect to the space of the inner child with others. Yeah. But you're being asked to see through the spiritual window to look at this situation. The universe is definitely giving you a lot of insight, but you got to do the work. You got to go into meditate. You got to go into that third eye. And you got to see why this is going in. If you feel like you're being targeted, it's because there's a version of you that's getting poked and prodded right now. It's creating movement. It's creating purity. This is that return to divine innocence. That's why things feel so explosive. You're being shown your own unconsciousness. And can you see that that's actually a gift? That the universe isn't doing this to you, it's doing for you. Because it's giving you that new insight. It's giving you that new insight. This is your freedom here. And so highly charged situations is because you've been holding on very tightly to some sort of polarity. And the universe is coming through and ripping it out of your hands right now. But because it doesn't want want you in this stalemate. It wants you walking victorious in all that you do. Yeah, some of you might have some narcissistic tendencies. Your own unconsciousness is separating you from your miracle. Your own shadow, your own illusion is separating you from the gift that you are. And the universe is very much so trying to point out your gifts and to celebrate you right now. There's something you might have done in your past, a past life experience that's coming to a head right now. Either way, it's your choice to see the gift in this, whatever this is, this soul gift, this divine blessing. With the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups here, the universe is not only giving you the physical manifestation of your reality, it's not only crystallizing your intentions, but it's giving you a lot of soul gifts. And it would make sense, because with the Ace of Cups, that is that overflowing divine love, which is bringing in a lot of emotion for you. And what it's doing is it's targeting those versions of self that need to go, because you're coming to a place of purity. But this does feel like a past life situation. So you might be running through past life experiences with other people. Either way, there's a lot of passion within you and a lot of love. But right now, what you're being asked to release is your own devil. It's your own control. It's your own addiction, your own manipulation, your own fear. It's your own unconsciousness that's being asked to be released right now. The universe is warming your heart and bringing you out of the cold right now. It's bringing you friends. It's bringing you soul family. It's bringing you love. This is asking, right now, this situation is taking the versions of you that were separate from and are unifying them from within. This is literally like grabbing the parts of you across time and space that were like abandoned or neglected or victimized and bringing them in and loving them. And as a result, it can feel like all of your shadows being targeted right now. But it's because you're being unified. You are being brought back to love and being elevated into this space of divine innocence. This is a blessing. This is a blessing. Because there's something coming into balance and there's parallel timelines that are shifting right now. This gift is giving you your victory. This is your winning moment. But it might feel a little bit cruel because all eyes are on your shadow. And it's because your universe is giving you a gift from this. It's a gift of love. It's a gift of love. It is definitely a gift of love. A gift of freedom. A gift of adventure. This is ending a lot of suffering in your life. This is a completion of a big part of your journey right now. And this is why doing what you can to love yourself and to love one another is going to be really important, especially in regards to your family, tribe, friends, and relationships. Do you see this evolution? You're losing the chains that bind you. You're losing the attachment. Light is being brought to you. The devil and the lovers are a polarity of two very similar existences, two kinds of connections. One is free, one isn't. So this right now, very much so, is kind of changing the contrast in your life. It's changing the hue, it's changing the bandwidth. It's freeing you from the drama and all the hard work and all the worrying. This is a lot of heavy energy there. Yeah, because this is your walk of mastery. Your pathway to mastery is not easy. And this is why the invitation of self-love into this is going to be very important, because there's some sort of contrast that you're experiencing for a reason, because this is actually a gift from the divine. It's all those spaces and places that represent separation coming into unity. This is the walk of ascension. This is from you becoming an unconscious creator to a conscious creator. This is the evolution of your love and your walkway of mastery. But the keys came through the walk that you had to have. The walk of the prison system, the walk of drama, the walk of hard work, the walk of martyrdom, the walk of worry. It's like your struggle gifted you something. And it's up to you to extrapolate what the gift is within that experience, because the universe is handing this to you. It's the gift of balance. It's the gift of freedom. It's the gift of awakening. You're awakening your mastery here and now. That's why it feels so intense. You're becoming the master. You're remembering what it is to be a master. You've been a master the whole time. And as a result, there's probably a lot of masculine distortion you had to walk through. Either way, it is awakening this master sequence and these master keys from within you. Yeah, it's helping you to surrender. It's time for you to be supported now. So the universe is making this explosive life path for you because it's bringing you to a place of surrender. The more rigid our belief systems, the more the universe will knock us around to soften our hearts. Either way, I want you to remember that you are awakening to what it is to be divine love again. And all of this is happening because of your inner child. All of this is happening because you deserve to have the play with the friends and the family. All of this is happening because you've got a little kid inside of you waiting to be born again. This is purification. This whole thing is purification. But the more gentle you can be with yourself in this situation, the easier it's going to be. The easier it's going to be. Whew! That one's big. That's a trial by fire if I've ever seen one. I know what that walk is like. I know what that walk is like all too well. All too well. All right, guys, we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more because I like doing readings. Well, we've been going for an hour and 23 minutes. Sendo varre shiku vendara. Sendo varre kendosa. Ne iki tu uno. All right. One more story. One more story. What's the story? Emotions are running high. The answers you need are coming. Show the world the real you. Emotions are running high. The answers you need are coming. Show the world the real you. So there is an amplification going on. Just letting you know. Everything you need will be provided for you on the journey, but it's really time for you to step forward and through into who you really are. Time for you to come out of hiding. With full moon in Aquarius, full moon in Gemini, there is something that is very much so, it's like you're at the apex, right? Like if we look at a current or a flow, I don't want to say that you're in that, like, because that's a bad spell too, is like being at the peak of your life. Like we want to keep going up, but you're very much so at the apex of who you are. But it's about really showing up as the real you. Because the Aquarius itself, that's the rebel, right? That's the person that's really blazing their own pathway. You're a change maker. You're a change maker, definitely a change maker. See, I'm hearing, why am I doing this to myself? Why do I keep... Those are good questions, but you got to get into a receptive state to be able to receive the answers that you're waiting for. Okay. So what's the story for the situation? We're gonna clear it up with tarot here. Shambhu Varia. Oh, there's victory. Victory showing up to the game. Ten of Cups. Come on. Woo! This is that rainbow bridge coming on right now. Ooh. 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 Okay. All right. Queen of Cups. No wonder emotions are running high. You're like in a very place of high sensitivity right now. Can you find the abundance in your emotions though? There's been a lot of deconstruction in your life, and you're now integrating and finding the balance of the embodiment of this new version of you. As the Queen of Cups, multidimensional mama bear. You're very much so integrating, finding the abundance within your own, if you want to say sensitivity or your own awareness, finding the flow to be able to really embody this beautiful, abundant version of you. Because a lot has been deconstructed in your life path. This is a space of purification for you. And very much so reviewing your creation, reviewing what you love to do. What brings you happiness? What brings you joy? What's bringing you this fulfillment? Like, you are the Ten of Cups. And now it's about, okay, so I am this happy, abundant, beautiful version of myself. I'm integrating the awareness of my multidimensional expression, of this beautiful, loving mother version of self. So now that I am this pure, what do I do with it? Now that I am this pure and this loving, how do I show the world this as well? So it's really taking a step back and this is like a fine-tuning energy, where it's like you're fine-tuning. Because as a result, you recognize that you are this rainbow bridge of happiness here. This very much so is that which is not pure shall crumble. And as a result, you're learning about your experience. You're learning about your life. You're learning about your choices. You're learning about the abundance of you. You're learning about your, like, this is now about seeing your sensitivity as a gift rather than a punishment. This is a new perspective. Knowing that you will rise. That through this experience, you're finding out new ways to create, new ways of being, and you're also learning from this experience. Ah, the Hermit. The Hermit. For whoever this is, this journey, this walk has been alone for a little while. And you want that family, you want those kids, you want that good time, you want, this is, look at this, kids, partner, family, happy home, happy wife, happy life. You now know your worth and value. You know your worth and value, but you also know that the purification isn't done. So there is some sort of humility that's coming from this. While you know who you are as a multidimensional creator in a body, that you are abundant and that you know how to harmonize on all levels of your being, like you know how to ascend your stream, you also recognize the purification isn't done with. And a lot of this journey has been alone. So now that you know you want this family, you want this wife, you want the kids, you want the rainbow bridge, you want this happiness, where do I go get it? And this is the journey. The adventure, but alone is done. The Hermit in the world, there's a major chapter that's closing in your life. You're not meant to do this alone anymore. The lone wolf is done. It's done. This is the end of the lone wolf. You're meant to come together with others and to do this. Yeah. There's been heartache. There's been heartache on the journey. The lion's got a thorn in its paw. But also too is when it comes to the family that you want to build, there might be multiple people on your mind. So for some of you, this might be multiple options, multiple partners, multiple choices. Because you know your worth and value, but also you recognize too that like each one creates a different opportunity. You want to choose the high path in regards to love. You want to make sure that the decision that you're making is the one that is like that highest aligned choice for you. That's why there is indecision. That's why that stalemate's occurring. You got to start zeroing in on your choices. There might be some people that you need to let go of. Because see, when this is the jump off point in the reality, when you know your worth and value, but you also recognize that there are still existences that are crumbling from within, you're like, and you know that you're not supposed to do the walk alone anymore. But now it's like, you're at Sizzler and you don't know what you want to eat. I'm being silly here. But you want to make sure that the choice that you're making is one that's the high road out of the situation. Yeah. Just make sure that your choices are aligned with a lot of self-worth and self-value. Knowing who you are, knowing how far you've come on your journey, because you're standing as the Queen of Cups. You're coming in as the most like beautiful, loving, intuitive goddess here. Whether you're man or woman, You're coming in as the intuitive, abundant goddess, and you're harmonized at that frequency. This is someone who's got a lot of power. Either way, this decision right now of you ending this aloneness, this lone wolf part of your journey, is opening up your rainbow bridge. This is your gift from the divine because you know your worth and value now. Queen of Pentacles. Some of you might have your eyes on an earth sign. But either way, with the Queen of Pentacles, there's a lot of nurture of self here. There's a lot of that nurturing tone here. You know your worth and you know your value. Don't let your heart get in the way, though. And not from a sense of like the purified heart. We're looking at the wounding of the heart. So not the human heart. We don't want to choose from the human heart. We want to choose from the divine heart. And this is why the practice of nurture and nature and the self-love routine is really going to go a long way. Because there's a veil that you've been operating under in regards to love. So there's a unique experience opening up for you in regards to self-worth and self-value and nurturing of self that's going to help to dissolve this veil. This is a veil that you've created. There's something that you didn't want to see in regards to love that you're now choosing to see. Yeah. You're the gift here. Ace of Pentacles, you're the gift. There's a lot of nurture that you bring to the world. There's a lot of love and a lot of nurture you bring to the world. You're naturally going to attract this into your life because you are the gift, you are the miracle of the experience, you are this nurture. So this, if anything, is more of a reminder that the real you that exists within you is very beautiful and very loving and very kind and very caring. And that the gifts that you wish to receive and are worthy of receiving, it's because you are that gift, you are that miracle bringing this to other people. So you being this really beautiful, nurturing mother with a lot of self-love and a lot of self-value, you're worthy of receiving that in return. But the time of walking this journey alone is done with. Your heartache is over. You're coasting the new journey to the Rainbow Bridge. Your wish fulfillment is here. It's within you. Everything right now is bringing you your most happy, glorious journey that you've had. And the reason why the universe is giving you this miracle is because you are the miracle. And the universe is trying to reflect that to you. Yeah. 3 of Cups. This is that. The gift is the gift now. Your miracle is that now you don't got to do it alone, that you can actually celebrate with other people. You might be feeling indecisive on which way to go in your pathway. Either way, you know you want to ride this high vibrational pathway. The journey wants to gift you other people now. This is someone who's done a lot of self-work, a lot of internal work. A lot of internal work. A lot of internal work. But it's time for you to come forward as the real you. Like the world wants to see you now. Who you really are and who you've become because you've done a lot of internal work to get here. And now the miracles that you're opening up to receive here now is because you are this miracle. And the universe wants to give you other people to share this journey with because you're worthy of this wish fulfillment. Yeah. There you go. Transformation inbound. With the Tower and the Star, you are getting a revival of self. It's also too, it's time for you to freshen up with other people. To allow other people in to renew your life force. And not because they're giving you their energy, but like just being around good company, good tribe, and good people revives your spirit. You very much so recognize the as above, so below, the quality of reciprocity, giving to earth, giving to one another, giving to self. You've painted this perfect image of self from within, and now the universe wants to gift you this rainbow bridge to happiness. It wants to gift you this miracle. Yep, there you go. There's the new passion. There's the new spark. There's the new pathway. That you are the magic. The real you is pure magic, pure love. This is a very successful reading. I love ending it on this note because whoever this is for, your journey of being alone is done, and it's now time for you to celebrate who you are with other people because people want to celebrate you. So you're being gifted right now, a new level of magic, new level of passion, new desire. And this is just the passion for life. It's the passion for magic again. Being able to enjoy other people, whatever you've transcended in your life, you've been able to do so in such a manner that now other people want to celebrate you, but you got to let these people in to celebrate you. There's people that want to join you on your pathway because you've been showing the way. You've been doing the healing, you've been doing the work. And this renewal, this rebirth, this new you that's showing up, people are ready to celebrate you because they see the miracle within you just as you see the miracle within self. So if anything, this is a reminder that you are a miracle. And that there are people out there that are ready to celebrate the miracle within you because they see it from within you. They've seen your transformation. They see who you are. They see you're that glowing star. They see your light. They see your passion. They see your magic. They see your nurture. This is like an overflow of abundance ready to come in right now. But you got to be open to receiving this. Yep. It's time for you to awaken to who you truly are. And to not judge your magic. To awaken to who you truly are. Awakening to who you are as the spiritual warrior. The timelines are here for these people to show up, but you got to initiate the journey. It's like the journey's here, the timeline's here for you to walk this and to be able to receive this. For some of you, the reason why you can't receive this is because of location. You got to go on a vacation. This is almost like the universe is saying that which you want to receive is not around you. You got to go get it. You got to land yourself in that environment to be able to receive these kinds of people in your life. Yeah, the Two of Cups. The environment isn't reciprocal. It's not that you're not reciprocal. Something's out of sync with the environment. So this is a journey now. This is a journey of love and meeting other people. The choice for you on the pathway is the journey to meet others. You heal me, I heal you. Showing up as a whole soul and body, sharing whole soul with the world. Your life is coming into balance right now. Very much so coming into balance, but you got to get up and receive it. You got to make that motion forward. For some of you, it might be on a vacation, might be on a journey, traveling down the street. We're looking at travel here. Whatever it is that you're ready to receive, that the universe wants to gift you, you got to travel to go get it though. So this might be down the block. It might be a city away. It might be a state away, a country away. Either way, you're ready to receive this. Beautiful, 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 beautiful way to end the reading. Whoever that is, I want to be you for a day. Just kidding. I love being me for a day. Woo! Woo! Yeah, the magic you wish to receive is in a new environment. Hey, Lucy, I know you know. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to play a little bit with story time. It's been a while since I've done it. I'm happy I did it. It's nice to be in the giving spirit on Mother's Day, and to be able to play a little bit with story time with Corey. So what's the word, hummingbird? What's the story, morning glory? Is now finalized. So as we take a moment to just come back into our heart space, come back into our love, I want to remind you all that this journey, this experience brings us a lot of different things. But the more that we bring everything back to divine love, the more that we bring everything back to center, The more that we call in our experience in our life path of our choosing for us based upon freedom, free will, autonomy, and sovereignty, the more we find the worth and the value of ourselves. Don't allow other people's opinions to get in the way. Everyone's got an opinion. Just continue to be you. And continue to be you and keep finding that hope. Find your faith, find your friends, find your family. But first you got to find that from within. Right? You're a resilient being in a body. You're here to expand. You're here to express. You're here to play. You're here to enjoy. Right? And so as long as we make peace with who we were, come to peace with who we are, and carry that forward integrated into society, all will be well. You know, we're seeing a lot of flow in the readings today, so there's a lot of this watery energy coming through, asking us to really open up to that flow and to support ourselves with the watery realms. So whether that's emotions, whether that's getting to a river like I'm at, drinking more water, the watery realms are very much so speaking through the readings today. So in all of this, there was a lot about flow and flexibility. The universe really wants to gift us a lot of miracles and a lot of magic right now. But we got to be okay with deconstructing our limitations and allowing the universe to carry us home. Okay. So carry on. I am hearing that. Carry on, my wayward son. There will be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Nothing wrong with crying. Nothing wrong with feeling and with being. But, you know, at least for myself, the time of heartache, the time of pain, the time of struggle really is done. And it really is about opening up to a new level of joy, new level of clarity, new level of insight. So I want to just say I honor you, I love you, I bless you. I send you guys so much gratitude, so much love, and so much respect, not only for your journey, but for sharing my journey with me. Happy Mother's Day. It really has been a beautiful day. We're going to keep nurturing. We're going to keep qualifying our energy. We're going to keep grounding and stabilizing and playing some music. So may this journey onward carry you home, back to your body, back to your form, back to your creation, back to who you are, as a beautiful, magical being in a body. And may you continually evolve through this experience, through this expression. All right? I love you guys. I honor you. I bless you. We're out of here. We're done. Mwah. And I will see you guys sometime soon. If you need anything, you want to book a session, book an appointment one-on-one, go to link in the description box, foundersoflight.org. All my stuff is in there. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, all that good fun. If any of this resonated and helped you out, donations gladly appreciated, but by no means an expectation, right? We're just showing up and doing our thing. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this journey. I'll see you guys soon. Namaste.